Hey y'all, Rick, Fearless, Strokers Dallas, Strokers Ice House, Punchwally Garage, Fearless Services. Good morning. How you doing? All right? Today is Friday, April 25th, 2025, year of our Lord, season number 3, episode number 115. In today's show, we will talk about Roland Custer. Let's go. In My Life, the 365 Project, coming to you almost live from almost downtown Dallas in the powerful CHUMP studio. Today's show is brought to you by Reliable Diamond Tool, that's ready2.com, REDITOO.com. Check them out for concrete and masonry working tools. Also brought to you by Simpson Motorcycle Helmets. If you got a $100 head, you should wear a $100 helmet. If your head is priceless, like mine, you should wear a Simpson. They are the best. We are a dealer. StrokersDallasMerch.com. Spire, SPIRE, ConstructionInc.com. They are a full-scale residential general contractor. They do heating and air conditioning. They'll put a new roof on your house. They'll build you a bathroom or remodel your kitchen. What do you want? SpireConstructionInc.com. My son-in-law owns the company. Tell him I sent you. Maverick Harley-Davidson, Longhorn Harley-Davidson, the official Harley-Davidson dealers of Strokers Dallas and Strokers Ice House. Check those fine folks out. Right now, let's shut off the news and let's me and you take a stroll down memory lane. Today, the Mr. Peabody Wayback Machine goes back to 1989. In 1989, well, before that, when I first got to be the manager at Roach Paint, a guy that was a little short guy, and he had one of them eyes that kind of drifted around back there, named Roland Custer, and he used to work for Roach Paint, and he had been terminated for some reason. I never really figured out why. And he drove a cab, and he'd come in every morning, and he'd sit in there at Roach Paint and talk to the painters and ask me for a job. So, good-natured guy. So I wound up hiring him, and he was a good worker. He was a little odd, a little off-center, lived around the corner from the shop. And I remember when my kids were little, he asked one time that, if I ever need a babysitter, his wife would babysit. So one time I did. I needed a babysitter, so I called him over. So he came over with his wife. And I said, and Roland was a smoker. And I said, Roland, if you want a beer, there's beer in the icebox. And he made a big deal. No, I'm not going to drink your beer. I'm just here to keep my wife company and help keep an eye on the kids while you go out and have a good time. I'm not going to drink your beer. And I'll tell you another thing, I'm not going to smoke in your house either, Rick. I got too much respect for you. I wouldn't do that. And I said, well, okay. All right. I appreciate that. Walked out the door, walked out to my motorcycle, realized that I had left my sunglasses on the counter. I go in, Roland is sitting in my recliner, drinking a beer, smoking a cigarette. And I said, Roland, I thought you didn't want to drink my beer and you weren't going to smoke in my house. And he said, well, I changed my mind. And I said, in 30 seconds, you changed your mind? I haven't been gone 30 seconds. I remember his wife worked for a cleaners, and she was pressing clothes. I guess they press them. They had this big thing that presses clothes, and somehow she got her hand stuck in it. So she had like a pattern in her hand that burned in there from that press. One time I bought an old car at Christmas and gave it to him just so that he didn't have to walk to work. Good guy. I love the guy. He would come in and, the painters would be stacking stuff on the counter, like paint, roller covers and brushes and all that. And they'd say, "Roland, you got a bag?" And he'd say, "Leave my wife out of this." Good guy. I miss Roland Custer. Okay, what comes next? Oh, yeah, check the chuck. Check the chuck, you big old... Woo, you got those alabaster whites. White toe, white so. No racing stripes, can't afford them. Boot bottom, 2 VIN holes. Blue and white logo. Gray and white shoestrings. One eye down, double knotted for safety. These are, sit with me y'all, these are some handsome chucks. You want to check the office? I does. Okay. Whenever my dogs go to the vet, one of the girls that works there always makes these sacks with their names on it. I think I got one. Ethel went to the vet the other day. Actually, I think it's at home. But I always thought that was cool. She made these, she knows I like tie-dye, so she made these tie-dye sacks for me for years. What was Grandma Goldie doing 76 years ago today, April 25th, 1949, was a Monday? Grandma wrote, "I washed today. Dick sold the old Chevrolet. I went to town after him, and I got some tomato plants. I also got 2 hens." Did all that on a Monday. Dad joke, who won the neck decorating contest? It was a tie. Get off the couch, a motivational minute. Everything you do is based on choices you make. Everything that you do is based on choices you make. A lot of things that happen to you are based on choices you make. I saw a deal one time and it said, sometimes bad things happen to people because they're stupid. Well, what that means is they've made poor choices. We all make poor choices. But hopefully you learn from them. Today is Friday, so it's live music at the Ice House tonight. Bike night if it don't rain by Maverick Harley Davidson and Longhorn Harley Davidson. They sponsor it. And Saturday, tomorrow the 26th, is the big day. It's the Vikla show. Viklas are motorcycles that are, we used to call them cholo. You know, kind of the Mexican-looking low bikes, tall bars, or the wide bars, and the long fishtails. A lot of engraving, a lot of really good paint. These are bad bikes now. These are bikes that are really, really cool, and we got over 100 people coming in from all over the country on these bikes, so it's going to be a big deal. So if you're in the area, why don't you come check them out? Yeah, live music tonight, so tonight will be a good night. All right, this is Rick Fearless. I got to go, I really do. I got a lot of Friday things to do. We got a big day, big night tonight, and a big day tomorrow. All right, remember, there ain't no place like this place. Love you, Alice. Bye, y'all. See you tomorrow.